Okay, so now once you have your information, you just have to put it in a Word document, or you can use Google Docs. Either one, very much okay. So you start by centering your word or your cursor in the center of your document, and you type the words works cited. Now all this means is this is information that came or that you put directly into your essay, okay? These are the sources that you are getting your information from, and these are the ones you're giving credit to, hence being cited, okay? So the first thing that we need to cite is that book. So formula for that is author's last name, comma, first name, period. The title of the work in italics, period. The publisher, comma, and year, period. Okay, so once you get that information, which again, I already showed you guys how to find that information, it's gonna look something like this once you get it all written out. So again, author last name, author first name with a little period, the title in italics, period, the publisher, remember it was Laurel Leaf Books, comma, and then the year. And that source is cited. That is really all you have to do for a book citation. Now, if you're going to do a website, which most of you probably will do, and again, that's fine. The internet is a lovely thing. What you will need to do is gather a lot more information. So I'm going to show you what it looks like once you actually get it written out, and then I will go over the different aspects. It's just going to be easier to explain it. Okay, so it's going to look something like this. Now remember, this was the article on Corey Ten Boom that I showed you, and I said it was really nice. So you have biography.com editors. That is what they gave us for being the authors of the article. Normally you would have a person's name, like in the book you have Lois Lowry. However, that article didn't have one listed, so you go with the next best thing, which was the editors. Okay, now remember, period. There's always going to be punctuation, and it's a little funny for works cited, so Microsoft Word is not going to like it. Notice all the little green squiggles and red squiggles. Just kind of go ahead and ignore those for now. Just remember to try and add as much punctuation. Now, the next step in citing an article is to cite the title of the article. So you're going to use quotations to signify a article title. So quotations, Corey Ten Boom, biography.com. Okay. Next thing you need to cite in italics is the company, or the person, or the publisher, basically. And that is, oops, I'm sorry, I missed a word. That is the biography.com website, which is in italics. Notice how it's kind of slightly slanted. Always remember, titles of things, when it comes to really tangible articles or books, or not articles, companies or books, those get italicized when you are giving citation. After the title for a website, you use a comma, followed by the date that it was last updated. They gave it to us as April 8th, 2015. So notice the order here though, okay? You have the date, then the month, then the year, okay? Date, month, year. Date, month, year. So 8 April 2015. And notice again, April is not spelled all the way out. You use the first 3 letters of the month, followed by a period. Okay, we're just using abbreviation. Most people know what those abbreviations mean, so you don't need to have all of that laid out. Okay, followed by the date of it was when it was published. You want to go ahead and give that URL. Now notice I didn't type www. or the http://. That information is not needed. You just need to start off with what's tangible. So everything after www. Okay, that stuff gets accessed. Okay, followed by a period. Then you type the word accessed and when you saw it. For me, it was today, August 19th, 2017. And again, notice day, month, year, and the month is abbreviated. Okay, with me so far? And I'll go over where you can kind of find out how to know what information you need here in a minute. But for now, just kind of go with me. Okay, and then the last thing that we have is that other article I showed you that I said was not as nice. And again, it didn't have as much information as biography.com did. So this is what that one would look like. Okay, there's no author that's listed, and so we don't give credit to any author. So we give credit to the article itself, if that makes sense. There's no one person that is credited with it, so you start off with just the title of the work. So in quotations we write the Ten Boom family, about the Ten Booms. Okay, and then who published it? The Ten Boom Museum. That was the title of the actual website itself. Now, there wasn't any date that was listed as the date it was last updated, like biography.com had for us. So instead, we use the letters N period D period. Now, that stands for no date. Okay, that information is just there to kind of inform your reader that, okay, we don't know when it was published, but we know it was. It seems kind of silly, but it is. Next, whoops, HTTP, that's not supposed to be there, sorry. You have the website that is there, and it's not going to let me get rid of the honor thing. So, then you list the website. Don't put in the HTTP. There we go. Now it's letting me. So you have that in there. So tenboom.org / about the 10 booms. Okay. And then again, the date it was accessed, and 19 August 2017. Now, if you were to turn this in as is, I would probably give you most of the credit. But with a works cited page, it has to be alphabetical. Okay? So, pay attention to the first letters that we see. And I'm going to highlight them so that you can kind of see them a little bit better. These are the things that we are going to notice first as readers. Okay? LBT. That's not in alphabetical order. So, we want to switch the first two around so that it will be. Oops. I'm going to just kind of copy or get rid of that and then put it back in. Whoops. Bring the spacing back up. Now, BLT, that is 1, a very good sandwich, and 2, the proper alphabetical order. Okay? And then the next thing you want to do is you want to have any lines that follow the initial line, you want those to be tabbed over. Now to do that, there's a little trick that I can show you on Word. I'm not necessarily sure how to do it on Google Docs, but on Word it's pretty simple. So you highlight all the works that you want. Okay, then I'm going to move my little box here. We're going to scroll up to this part. Okay, and in this box called paragraph, right here, there's this little sidebar. So you click on that, and it's going to pop up. Now, a little box is going to pop up. If I can move my little screen here. Hold on a second. And come on, screen, move. There we go. Okay, so it's going to pop up like this. Cute little box. And I'll bring this in a little bit more so you can kind of see as much as you possibly can. Okay, zoom in. So it's going to start out looking like this. And if you go down to right here in the center, it's going to have this little key here, indentation. Over in this little box it says special. Right now it says none. So if you go here and you go hanging, click on it, and then go OK. Notice how it kind of changed things for us already. Everything that we have already put in is now tabbed over. If it goes onto a second line, it gets tabbed over. And if we were to continue on writing in more information, I'll show you here. If I were to just continue, I'm just going it's going to keep that up for us. I don't know why I just spaced that out, but notice how it just keeps everything that I keep typing. It's just going to keep it in that hanging indent for us, which is great. Now the purpose of that is so that the title of your article stands out. When you do in-text citations, we're looking for the title of these articles, and so we really want that first word to stand out because that's what's going to be used in the in-text citations. Okay? Now, if you are wondering where I got some of this information, well, pretty much all of this information, I'm going to go back to my website here and show you a little bit about Purdue OWL. Okay? So if you were to Google, just type in MLA format, or you can even type in Purdue OWL MLA format, and their website will pop up. And it's a really, really great reference for you guys to have. So keep it in your hat and know it, and know that it's available. Now, I'll show you some cool stuff. So on this website, it will have lots of different things for you. So MLA in-text citations, so that'll show you a little bit about in-text citations, but if you need to know how to format a specific type of source, they have them all listed for you right here. Okay, so you can go to just the basic format. You can do books, you can do periodicals, electronic sources, and then there's other common sources such as like photos and things of that nature. This website really shows you how to gather that information, or what information you need, and as well as how to cite it. So I'll show you kind of an example real quick. So this is basic styles, and then citing an entire website. So they have that listed for you right here. It kind of gives you some details on it. So editor, author, compiler name, name of site, and then they give you an example. So that's just kind of in a nutshell how you can go about citing your sources on a Works Cited page. And if you have any further questions, please let me know. Happy hunting!